Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, members of the committee, for allowing me to present on this item. Mr. Chair and members, as you know, this is an item that I am deeply passionate about. This is an item that I've been working on for several years, and it's all about the effects that the ARB policies have had on the most polluted communities up and down the entire state. With that said, I am prepared to resubmit the audit or request based off the answers from the agency and discussions I've had with members of the committee as well. Where to begin? I feel like my passion is overwhelming me just a bit, just because I keep thinking of those families that are suffering the most up and down the entire area. And I know they don't exist only in my communities, but they exist in communities probably for everyone sitting around the dais. It is for that reason why I fought so hard with my colleagues to ensure that there were accountability measures in some of the legislation that we have passed. One of those measures was Assembly Bill 398 back in 2017, which I believe a supermajority of members voted for, not only in the Assembly, but also in the Senate as well. And in that, we fought very hard to make sure that we had these accountability measures to ensure that the policies going forward actually made a difference in some of these communities and what were the economic benefits. And so 3 months ago, the LAO, because of the work that we've done in Assembly Bill 398, issued a report in December of 2018 that identified several issues when looking at the overall economic impacts and benefits, looking at GHG programs and a large number of transportation emission policies at CARB. Let me state for the record, the commitment and continuing effort by the state of California and the Air Resources Board to improving air quality and reducing gas emissions and other criteria pollutants to improve public health and mitigate our contribution to climate change is commendable and a laudable goal, and it is well deserving of our attention and recognition. In conclusion, I believe no agency should be above reproach. No agency should be above reproach, and it is our duty as legislators who are stewards of the taxpayer dollar to ensure that we are doing everything we can to ensure that government is efficient and responsive to California's needs. It is my intention to continue to examine and review CARB and others to ensure we are getting the most efficient and responsible use of our taxpayer dollars. I am hopeful that the governor and his administration are true to the governor's words that he said during his State of the State, where he called for more transparency and more accountability. We need to stand up and take an analytical look at what results we are having in our most polluted communities up and down the state. An audit can help provide the numbers we need to determine which programs are working and which ones are not. Are we getting the desired reductions in our most polluted areas where our families are suffering?